Welcome back to the Cozy Club. This is the Summer 22 edition. Right here we have some great summer mysteries. Smile Beach Murder by Alicia Bessette is the first in the Outer Banks Bookshop mystery series. It takes place on the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and it's very similar to Death by Beach Read, which is the Lighthouse Library mysteries. Both of these take place on a beach. And then we have A Fatal Booking, which is by Victoria Gilbert, and it is a continuation of the Book Lovers B&B. So for all book lovers, beach lovers, these are the books for you. Two more summer cozies. Murder is No Picnic by Amy Pershing takes place on Cape Cod. It's a Cape Cod foodie mystery. I think it's the third in the series. It takes place on 4th of July. Then we also have A Sprinkle in Time, the second in the Shake Shop mystery series by Dana Mentink. It's a shake shop, so obviously ice cream and shakes, perfect for the summer, and it takes place during Alpenfest, which is actually a festival in Gaylord, Michigan that's celebrated in July. The Vanishing type is the fifth in a Secret Book and Scone Society series. The main character is a bookshop owner, and in this one she enlists her librarian friend to help figure out the connection between the Scarlet Letter and a murder. And so this is another great one for people who love the bookshop library settings along with their cozies. The Murder of Mr. Wickham is a standalone novel by Claudia Gray, and it is a combination of Jane Austen's characters in a whodunit mystery where, of course, Mr. Wickham is murdered and the guests of a party are the suspects, and those are all literary characters from Jane Austen's novels. So if you are a lover of Jane Austen, if you like mysteries, if you like whodunit kind of stories, then definitely check out this one. If you're looking for something a little bit more whimsical or magical, there's the latest Fairy Garden mystery, A Hint of Mischief by Daryl Gerber. Picks up with our protagonist, Courtney, and her fairy friend who helps her to solve mysteries. Aunt Dimity and the Enchanted Cottage is part of a much larger series by Nancy Atherton called the Aunt Dimity Mysteries. This is the 25th book. This book doesn't revolve around a murder mystery, but rather some other mysteries such as people's past and some historic ruins and enchanted cottage. And this all takes place in a little English village. A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poisons by Kate Khavari is a historical mystery, and I would say it's a cozy, and I actually read this one and I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of botany in it. It takes place at a university in the early 1920s, and the main character is a woman scientist, botanist, and she's kind of trying to prove herself as one of the only women that works there. And of course, poisoning occurs and she becomes the amateur sleuth. But I had a lot of fun with this one, so I would recommend it. Magic Lies and Deadly Pies by Misha Popp is the first in the Pies Before Guys mystery series. It kind of takes an interesting turn on the classic cozy as the main character makes magic pies that are to help avenge women who are wronged by men. It's kind of interesting to have a main character who is actually kind of the villain, and she ends up starting to get blackmailed, and that is kind of the mystery of what's going on. So this is just an interesting twist on the cozy. So if you're looking for something a little bit darker, then maybe this is something you want to try. The Marlow Murder Club by Robert Thorogood is also a standalone novel. It may be a little bit more crime than just cozy, but it still seemed like it would interest cozy readers. The tagline, "To solve an impossible murder, you need an impossible hero." The main character is Judith Potts, who's 77 years old, and she ends up witnessing a murder, and the police don't believe her, and so she begins to investigate it and kind of gets together with two other women that aren't, police or anything, and they become the Marlow Murder Club. And as time goes on, they end up realizing that they're dealing with a serial killer, and so they get deeply entrenched in this, and I think there's a little bit of kind of puzzles involved, as you can tell by the cover being a crossword. So I think this is a good crossover if you're interested in cozies, but you're also interested in crime. This one's a little less cozy, I would say, but try it out and see if you like it.